everybody, welcome back. I'm Steve, your roving reporter here, sitting out having some fun at a campsite, a very special campsite that we'll have more about in a later video. Corinne is out on a fun bike ride this afternoon. Brinkley, my assistant, is hard at work editing videos for me in the background here, aren't you, Brink? Yep, he's hard at work. No, Brinkley's doing awesome. We're having fun. Hopefully the wind won't be too bad here. But wanted to set up this next video. So our first video came to you from mainly from the headwaters of the Mississippi River up at Lake Itasca State Park in northern Minnesota, where we watched Corinne and Brinkley cross the mighty Mississippi River. I was telling that story to somebody in a campground parking lot a couple of nights ago, and the woman who was probably a little older than Corinne and I laughed, and she said, I was up there 10-15 years ago, and I was trying to cross that exact same wooden log bridge, and I actually fell in, she said. So I fell off a bridge into the middle of the mighty Mississippi River, and I only got wet up to about my knees, she said, and she was laughing. So pretty funny, meeting a lot of good people along our journey here already. Meeting people from, actually from all over the world. We met some people from Germany, from the Netherlands, from lots of people from Canada down south already, or down south for the winter, I should say. And you're meeting a lot of nice people from all over the place, including back home in Minnesota. So that's been fun. That first video, the headwaters going up to the northernmost point of the Mississippi, coming back down a little bit. This next video, this upcoming video here, is going to be basically starting at our home point, which is St. Paul and Minneapolis, and then heading down toward Iowa. The river goes through Minneapolis to the first Locken Dam, which is right at St. Anthony Falls, a very beautiful area. Unfortunately, I did not get a chance to go shoot any video over there before we left, but I've got some photos that I've taken over the years and some photos I took this winter that I'll put in and kind of show you. But it's the first, that is the first lock and dam on the river, the first lock, which allows boats and barges. The Mississippi is a working river, and it's very busy. Barges all over the place, moving agricultural products mainly, but they also move other items. And they have to have a way to get upstream and downstream. The locks start at St. Anthony Falls in downtown Minneapolis. And I think the last one is where the Ohio River comes in. And we'll be there shortly, looking at all the large confluences going down the river and having fun with that. Brinkley is so hard. Can you work any harder there, buddy? I'll give you a little hint that where we are right now, it's about 85 degrees, and there's a nice little wind, which I'm sure you can hear. Sorry about that. I'm going to have to work on fixing that. But got some good drone footage at some of the locks, and actually quite a few folks out doing some winter fishing there. With the warm winter that we've had in the upper Midwest, there's no ice really. There was ice, I think, in one of the little side channels. But had some fun with that, and so we'll show you that video and kind of move on from there. So thanks for joining us. Obviously hit the subscribe button and the like button and all those different fun things. If you have any comments, that's awesome, and we will see you around. See you on the next video. We will see you in a much warmer place. Well, a much warmer place from the video you're about to watch. Hopefully it doesn't get much warmer than this, huh, Brink? Yeah, the air conditioner has been a good time. And we just fixed an awning problem, which was plaguing us for a little while. And of course, by we, I mean Corinne. But she's out on her bike ride now and having some fun. So, see ya. So, it is time to hit the road. See you later. Hopefully see you later to snow and cold. And say hello to some white sand beaches. See ya, garbage truck. It's been fun. So as we roll into Red Wing, Minnesota, you can see we've already hit blue skies. We've got bluffs in the background there.
And as we turned down to the riverfront, I wanted to see if there were any floating chunks of ice down by the depot. So that depot is where the Amtrak train comes up from Chicago. It's also the northernmost point for all of the paddle boats and the river boats that come up north. The barges can still go much further north, but this is the end for passenger. We've got trains. We've got trains, and we've got more trains in our future, especially at night. That, I think, will become a theme and something for us to laugh about. We've also got bridges, and there's the new Red Wing Bridge, which is actually beautiful and quite safe, I'm sure, unlike the majority of the rest of the bridges we cross. It's going to become all about Brinkley, having fun with Brinkley. The depot was fun to check out. I hadn't been in there in a long time. Lots of old memorabilia. And as we headed out of Red Wing, you can see one of the big bluffs. And right this second, I cannot remember the name of it. I want to say Red Barn Bluff? I was trying to get a video of the Red Wing Shoe and Boot Company Museum in downtown Red Wing, where they've got what I believe is the world's largest leather boot, but didn't work out. So I'm sure you can Google that. It was a beautiful day for traveling down the river. We soon came to Lake City, birthplace of none other than water skiing. There is no water skiing happening out on Lake Pepin today, though. It might be bright and sunny, but there is a thick layer of ice on that water. As you can see by my beautiful video try here, that didn't work out too well. But we're going to soon come to our first lock and get Brinkley out and have some fun. Aw, Brink, you're so cute. You are the star of the show. Lock and Dam number 5, north of Winona, Minnesota. Just south of Lake Pepin. Quite a few folks out fishing. No barges this early in the season, but that would be fun to watch. Okay, Brinkley, come! Good boy! Okay, go get Mom. It's awesome when we've got a place like this where we can let them run just a little bit in a nice safe area. He knows that we've both got treats, don't you? You love that. Go get Mom. The weather is just perfect. We couldn't have picked better travel weather to begin our journey. And here comes the boy. Hi. I'm out of treats, so go get Mom. Yeah. Lock and Dam number 5. Some really good signage that we are not going to be able to see. That's a lot of trucks on that barge. Hi Brink, you reading the signs too? Still driving south in Minnesota, but we have one big exciting thing. Besides Bluffs, we have Homer, Minnesota. Beautiful area just north of Iowa. We're still in Minnesota. We got the Wisconsin Bluffs on the one side, the Minnesota Bluffs on the other. Train tracks, which are all over down here along the river on both sides. But I was just telling Corinne how beautiful the bluffs are, and we'll lose that in a little while here. Hey Brinkley, we're not going back to Minnesota. We're heading to Iowa. Come on, buddy, hop in, let's go. We have a few more feet. There we go. I love how Iowa did this. They had a nice little place there talking about the Louisiana Purchase and the finding of the borders and the placement of the borders. There it is, Brinkley. All right, good job, buddy. That's what we want. So, as we're learning, as we're driving, we are understanding that we can't have music playing in the cab of the Winnebago Echo while we're recording something that we want to share with you, because copyright won't allow us to play Starlight Vocal Band in the background as Wisconsin is off on the horizon there, and we've got the beautiful bluff country of northeastern Iowa in front of us. It was really beautiful. And then we got into downtown Dubuque, and Corinne and I had some really nice banter back and forth about the buildings and the beautiful historic nature of Dubuque and how Dubuque got its name. And it's all for naught, because I think it was a Beatles song that was on at this point, and so nope, can't use that. Dubuque really surprised us. It was beautiful down on the river. We stayed at a winery, which is part of Harvest Host. So this is our first official night on the road from home. We stayed at a winery right next to the river, which was kind of fun to be able to say our first night, you know, other than up at the headwaters, was right along the river. So this will kind of bring to a conclusion this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned a little bit about the upper part of the Mississippi as we crossed into Iowa. We're still driving through Dubuque, coming up on what will be the parking lot that we will be staying in. We had a great dinner. We did not have a good night's sleep because we found out halfway through the night that there was a giant Burlington Northern switching yard right next door to us. That wasn't very fun. So I was able to get the drone up in the sky, and you could see the winery, and Wow, I thought I was going to be one take Steve on all of these, but I guess not. So at the winery that we stayed at, some really cool images of the river going downstream. So I'll let you watch that. I'll stop making mistakes. And you all enjoy the rest of your day. Oh my gosh, that music is going to make me throw up. Sorry about that. Wow, if we can't use Starland Vocal Band or the Beatles, at least get us something we can use. Goodness gracious. So there's the old brewery, which is now a winery. There's the parking lot behind it. And there we are. It actually looked fantastic when we pulled in. Was able to get the drone up and have some fun. Was able to do a nice little walkabout inside this old brewery, now turned winery. Learn a little bit about the history of brewing in northeastern Iowa. It was kind of fun. In a lot of the cases when we're staying at a Harvest Host, which is a local business that allows us to camp in their parking lot typically, we get to meet the owners, and in this case we got to meet the owner's dog. Sat outside, had a really nice meal, and then the trains started. Take care everybody, thanks for watching. We will see you on the road.